Rain tapping the windshield. You glance at your phone and type, "I'll grab the kids today," and your co-parent texts back, "Got it." You think it's handled. Then, at pickup, the teacher says, "They left at 3. Your kid looks up at you and asks, "Where's Daddy?" And that question lands in your chest like a stone.
Welcome to Danni's Den. Today, we're unpacking how tiny promises add up, how they can start arguments and even show up in court, and more importantly, what you can do tonight to protect your kids' routines with almost no drama. Let's chat. Quick promise about the next 10 minutes. You'll get 1 clear legal reality, 3 no-nonsense habits to use immediately, and a couple of exact lines you can copy and send tonight so nothing fumbles at the last minute. Let's talk about why this matters in relationships. When someone says, "I'll do it," most of the time they mean it. But life is messy. Work runs long, kids get sick. It's the pattern, repeated small misses, that erodes trust, not the one-off hiccup. When trust frays, arguments come easier. You start tallying. Missed pickups, forgotten money, skipped games. That tally shows up in everyday life before it ever shows up in court. So how you respond when a promise breaks matters a lot. If your reaction is immediate blame, you escalate. If you say nothing, resentment grows. Try this instead. Short, factual, and solution-focused. For example, "Thanks for offering to pick up today. I was counting on that and it put us in a bind. Can we confirm pickups the night before going forward?" Say that out loud to yourself. Name the action, name the impact, propose the fix. It takes the heat out of the moment and gives the other person a clear next step. Now, let's move to parenting specifics. Holiday swaps, after-school runs, who covers which extracurricular. Kids anchor themselves in routines. When those routines wobble, the kids notice before the adults do. A missed pickup can translate to a missed practice, a missed smile, a skipped bedtime story. Those are small losses, but they add up. You don't need a lawyer to fix this. You need small, consistent habits. Here's a tiny habit that changes everything. When you agree on a plan, confirm it in writing right away. A 1-line message, a calendar invite. That little timestamp is powerful. Example, text this tonight. Confirming I'll have the kids for Thanksgiving, 10 to 5. Reply okay so I can finalize travel. Short, clear, and it asks for a reply. That reply becomes a dated record of agreement. Okay, legal reality. In plain language, family courts are focused on what's best for the child and on patterns that affect stability. Judges rely on concrete evidence, dated texts, emails, calendar entries, photos with timestamps, and credible witnesses who attest to routines. They are less swayed by vague memories or general complaints, like "he always said he'd take them." So if a dispute escalates, a chain of messages showing consistent agreements or a shared calendar with repeated handoffs paints a persuasive picture. One-off promises without follow-up usually won't change an order. Translation, build patterns, not arguments. Let me be real for a second. This isn't about turning every conversation into paperwork. It's about a few seconds of confirmation that protect the kids and keep relationships from spilling into courtrooms. Here are 3 habits you can start tonight. Habit 1. Quick written confirmations. 1 sentence. Ask for a reply. Habit 2. Use a shared calendar and actually write down who has the kids and when. Habit 3. When something matters, holidays, season tickets, big rituals, name it in a message and ask for a yes or okay. That reply acts like a neutral witness in text form. Want copyrighty lines? For a last-minute change, "I can take the kids at 5 today. Confirm you can pick them up tomorrow at 3 so I can schedule work." For a holiday agreement, confirming will alternate Thanksgiving. I'll take odd years, you take even. Reply yes to confirm. Paste, send, done. Now, quick note about sports rituals. Game day routines, season tickets, the kid who insists on wearing the lucky jersey. Those small traditions are emotional anchors for kids. Losing them can feel like losing family identity.
Treat them like routines. Make them part of the calendar and the message trail. A practical trick: split season tickets into blots or rotate home games and put the rotation in the shared calendar. If a ritual matters, note it. For example, ballpark Sunday rotation. Mom years 2026-2028. Dad years 2027-2029. Reply yes to confirm. That sounds small, but it preserves the ritual and gives kids a predictable beat. Curious, I should also say not every broken promise is a legal emergency. Many families do fine without any of this. The goal is simple: reduce friction so the kids keep their routines and you avoid surprises that escalate.
Before we close, a short recap and 3 things to do tonight. 1. Send a one-line confirmation for any upcoming pickup or holiday. 2. Add the event to a shared calendar. 3. If there's a tradition you want preserved, mention it in the message and ask for a simple reply. Those tiny actions create a pattern that's easy to point to if things ever go sideways.
And because routines often come with a soundtrack, my throwback pick today is an early 2000s R&B track that makes you think of road trips, takeout boxes on laps, and sleepy kids in the back seat. That song is part of the ritual as much as the jersey or the hot dog stand. Keep those small anchors. Thanks for spending this time with me. Do one tiny thing tonight. Send that confirming message for the next pickup you expect. 30 seconds, real impact.
If you have a specific legal question and you'd like to explore whether I can help, send me a direct message or visit the Legal Assistance Center contact page to book a free 30-minute consultation. If you enjoy these conversations, please subscribe to Danni's Den so you don't miss an episode. Let's chat.